A feverish atmosphere at Wembley as ever, but the fact that both of the club supporters are wearing their brazen red and white makes Wembley more of a cauldron than ever. Let's take a look at the two teams. And Charlton welcome back Danny Mills after his suspension for the second leg of the playoff semi-final with Ipswich. And Clive Mendonca, of course, returns after his back injury. Apart from that, Alan Kirbishley's major decision was whether to bring John Robinson back after he suffered a hairline fracture of the leg. But only recently back in training and without a competitive game, even in the reserves, he isn't risked from the start. And Neil Heaney plays the final game of his loan spell from Manchester City.
4-4-2 for Charlton Athletic this afternoon, and what a match this promises to be. Sasilic, 9 clean sheets, big imposing goalkeeper. Back four, Danny Mills. Eddie Yow's fantastic signing from Bradford City, alongside the pacey Richard Rufus. Ex-Norwich City, left back Mark Bowen. He'll try and get forward as often as possible, good left foot. Across the midfield, I think Sean Newton and Danny Mills, very important for Charlton today against the threat of Gray and Johnson. Inside them, Kinsella, captain, fantastic, excellent against Ipswich Town in the semi-final. And Jones, what a battle, Jones versus Kevin Ball. Then Heaney on the left-hand side on loan from Man City, how he's enjoying this loan spell. Up front, Mark Bright, I think, has looked very, very sharp. Last 4 or 5 games I've seen him, the veteran. And alongside him, Clive Mendonca, 25 goals. Sunderland daft, but not today.
Sunderland's team almost picked itself after Kevin Phillips and Niall Quinn recovered from minor knocks. It's the same 11 that beat Sheffield United in the second leg of the semi-final, and Quinn is one of 5 survivors from the team relegated from the Premiership by Wimbledon on the last day of last season. He, Lionel Perez, Michael Gray, Darren Williams and Kevin Ball will be hoping for a vastly different last day scenario this time. Ball, incidentally, was part of the Sunderland side defeated by Liverpool here in the 1992 FA Cup final.
Same for the favourite Sunderland, Reedy's men, 4-4-2. Lionel Perez, who's excellent in the semi-finals. His back four, which is a young back four. Many people feel this is a big test for them. Holloway, Craddock, who I think has been excellent since signing from Cambridge United, found a couple of yards in pace. Darren Williams and Michael Gray. I think this fella is a smashing player. He's going to love Wembley this afternoon. Midfield four, Nicky Summerby, only needs half a yard to flip the balls in for Niall Quinn. Lee Clark, how influential is he going to be today? The battle with Kinsella is a key area today. Kevin Ball, 100% gritty determination. Watch from getting in the box with late runs. And then Alan Magic Johnson, loves to come down the left-hand side, but comes inside full-backs with his favoured right foot of his, always going for a bender at the far post. Up front, the towering Niall Quinn. Good hold-up player, and also alongside, super player, Kevin Phillips, a fan's favourite.
Wearside has come to Wembley, but the Charlton fans are trying to turn it into the Valley and help to get top-flight football back at the Valley for the first time in 41 years. A tremendous sense of anticipation Looks like a record crowd for the playoff finals as the 1998 First Division playoff final between Charlton and Sunderland is underway. And Sunderland in this first half kicking towards the end where Ian Porterfield scored that famous FA Cup winning goal for them some 25 years ago. And an early warning here for Lee Clark from match referee Eddie Wolstenholme from Blackburn. Referees in the two previous finals this weekend have both had to award penalties. Here's Kinsella floating in the kick towards Bright, Craddock getting in the way of it and helped away by Holloway. This is Kinsella. Laid back by Newton for Keith Jones. Darren Holloway, what a big occasion this is for him. Just 20 years of age, his first season in the first team, and it ends with an appearance at Wembley. The flick from Bright, who gets it back. Mark Bright.
Well, that's a good start for Charlton, isn't it? Pushing Sunderland back. For Mark Bright, good target man, very good on crosses in the air. And as I said, last few weeks has looked really sharp for me.
Bright has the most experience of Wembley within the Charlton ranks. Twice has appeared here in FA Cup finals that have gone to replays, but there'll be no replay here today. We have to have a winner. And Phillips for the first time bearing down on Eddie Youds. This is Heaney. Bowen. Cleared by Williams. Holloway here looks to release Phillips. Phillips going in on Kinsella. It's a good competitive start. Newton, too long for Mendonca and tidied up by Jody Craddock.
The nice thing about this game, Rob, there's pace and width on both sides. Newton's a flyer down the right with Mills, and down the left for Sunderland. Directly against them, Gray and Johnson. Clark
aiming it towards Nicky Summerby. Will he enjoy the open spaces of Wembley? Lee Clark looking for Phillips with the cross. Youds anticipates. Jody Craddock.
Jones in there very quickly. What a sparkling semi-final he had. Winning everything, first to the ball. Big job for him and Kinsella today.
Jones played twice at Wembley before, but a long time ago for the England schoolboys back in 1981.
It's going to be interesting here, this little fella. He might be little, but he can leap. And with Sunderland, with Summerby down the right and Johnson on the left, crosses in the box could be a problem for Charlton this afternoon.
Well, Phillips, of course, needs one goal to overtake Brian Clough's post-war club record for goals in a season, and this would be a perfect stage on which to do it. Here's Craddock battling with Bright. And Craddock is offside.
Yeah, talking about crosses into the box, this fella has been outstanding, Illich. But I think if there's a flaw in the makeup, Rob, it could be on crosses. He's a big lad, imposing, but he likes to punch and catch. And I wonder if Sunderland will try and expose that this afternoon.
Illich's goal has gone unbreached now for over 13 and a half hours. The last goal he conceded back on the 28th of March to Nottingham Forest Kevin Campbell. Ball, little push on Keith Jones.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that today. Ball against Jones. Fierce competitors.
And it was too much competitive aggression that led to Danny Mills being red carded in the first leg of the semi-final against Ipswich, but he's taking this free kick. Safe handling from Perez.
Semi-final, he was marvellous as well, wasn't he? Thrown the odd Rick though, the odd mistake. Hopefully not this afternoon.
Semi-final performance from Perez drew comparisons with a great Wembley performance from one Jim Montgomery. Here's Mills. Mendonca trying to slip Newton through, and as he got him behind Gray here, it had gone behind. Goal kick.
Yeah, what a good battle that's going to be, because Newton can fly. Michael Gray as well, very, very pacey. And Donker knows the pace he's got, and he's outside on the right-hand side, just overhit the pass.
Sean Newton's second appearance in the playoffs, and he scored in the semi-finals of both, but can he go all the way and score in the final? Splendid goal he scored against Ipswich. Kinsella, Bright. Williams risking the back pass, even though Mendonca was there to challenge.
I just get the feeling Charlton feel it's an inexperienced back four Sunderland have. Clash of heads there between Newton and Clark. Referee Mr. Wilson on quick to spot it.
And it is a Sunderland team that has been subtly changed since their last promotion.
This is what you don't want at the start of a Wembley final. You can see clearly Clark heading the back of Sean Newton's head, and that looks a nasty one just there.
Lee Clark, the record signing at £2.5 million, almost a year now since he joined Sunderland, on the day that he was called up to the England squad for Le Tournoi.
Yeah, it's just what you don't want. Hot, sunny day here, Wembley. Reedy was saying, "Oh, I don't believe it, my playmaker." Let's hope he gets to his feet.
Well, Clark is back on his feet, and it's just a question of how dazed he's been by that collision. Newton seems all right again.
Yeah, he got it in the back of the head, Rob. It was Clark. I think certainly came off worst. But what an atmosphere this afternoon. I thought it was going to be noisy, but incredible. I tell you what, I wish I owned a sports shop in Sunderland. I've never seen supporters in teams' colours like this. Incredible.
Yes, the merchandise sales must have gone through the roof. They were clamouring for the tickets. I don't think they've seen such queues in Sunderland since the Teletubbies were on sale at Christmas.
I think first goal again in a final is key. Who's going to get it?
Johnston. Header away by Youds. This is Clark to ball. Now Phillips looking to turn.
Kinsella quickly helping out Rufus there. I think you'll find Rufus is looking after Phillips most of the game, just pace against pace. As Eddie Youds will look for the towering now, Quinn.
Well, for cup finals, it's just a handful of games that gets you here. But for these two teams, they've played 48 matches just for the right to be in this final. And the house full signs go up on the Premiership after today. Two worthy teams vying for the last ticket. And there really has been so little to choose between them. Sunderland 2 points ahead in the final league table, but both previous league meetings this season drawn, as have 6 of the previous 7 meetings. Jody Craddock. Michael Gray. There's Jones. Ball. Clark. Neil Heaney.
Yeah, showing a bit of pace there, getting past Holloway. Holloway doesn't like the decision, but I definitely felt there was a bit maybe shoulder to shoulder. But Heaney certainly just gets away from him. Just Holloway comes across him. Well, maybe 50-50. Now that is a shame.
Well, he's giving no allowance for the occasion or for Holloway's youth, and the first yellow card of the game shown in the 10th minute.
Well, I can only think that's a bit of lip, but surely it couldn't have been for that challenge.
Mark Bowen's free kick. Danny Mills suddenly pulling free. Ball blocked it.
And he shouts for handball there on Kevin Ball. I don't think so. Charlton are certainly not overawed here.
Free kick taken by Gray, who wasn't ready for the return from Lee Clark. Gray at 23 is the oldest member of this Sunderland back four. Holloway, who's 20, Craddock, who's 22, Williams, 21. That's the major area of change since their last promotion. Away goes Kinsella. Bright. Newton. Mendonca, Kinsella, Bright and Heaney all in the box. Williams clears a little uncertainly.
Tell you what, Rob, I thought it was a bit of a let-off for Sunderland there, because Mendonca made a great run there. Kinsella didn't see him. Had he seen him, he was clear through. Jones is taking a knock now.
It's Charlton making the early running. They really do come into this game on the crest of a wave.
Jones, you can see clearly unhappy with Nicky Summerbee. I think he's saying it was an elbow off the ball. He went down. Keith Jones very unhappy. Let's have a look. Summerbee, his arm comes across, but it's not a clear elbow, I don't think. Sure, he was trying to get across him. Referee just saying to Jones, calm down.
Williams climbing all over Bright.
I think Charlton started the better here.
Here goes Bowen. Bright. Jones reached out but couldn't get there. It's his opposite number 4, Clark, who emerged with it. Well done though by Youds.
Great challenge from Eddie Youds.
Well, there have been some pretty inspirational signings. It was a risky gamble from Alan Kirbishley, bringing in 3 players just before the deadline. Might have unsettled a team that had already done well to get into a promotion position. But since Mills and Youds and Heaney have been there, they haven't lost a game. Falls short from Holloway. Gray was the intended target. Newton cut it out. And although he looked for a return from Mendonca, well read by Gray.
First touch really for Johnson, letting them down, looks to the heavens. It's always nice to get a good first touch on the ball. And really, Johnston and Gray, for Sunderland to win today, I think, have to perform down this left.
And it's the sort of elegant surface on which you'd expect them to flourish. Charlton's 4th Wembley appearance, but their first in 11 years. The other 2 were in the 2 years immediately after the Second World War, when they won and lost an FA Cup final, both of which went to extra time.
Definitely 1 or 2 nerves out there. First touches are letting people down.
Quinn, Summerbee's made a good break down the inside right channel, but Heaney's managed to hold him up. Lee Clark. Gray. Johnston, good return to Gray. Newton scampering back with him, but he gets the cross behind for the goal kick.
Yeah, it's going to be a smashing, intriguing battle between these two, Gray and Newton. Newton's trying to force Gray back as often as possible. Gray's trying to lick up with Johnston as soon as possible. I think Johnston gives him a lot to do here, but look at Newton tracking back. It's got to be some cross from way out there.
Gray then was up against Newton, who was helping out Danny Mills, having played previously in the right-back position, although the right side of midfield is where he's tended to do his best work. Gray. Kinsella. Phillips going in for the back pass, and Illich could be in trouble here with Johnston coming in. Johnston looked back at the referee, appealing that he'd been brought down, but Eddie Wolstenholme looked away. But Illich then got himself in trouble with the back pass.
Yeah, a little bit indecision there. Try to be too clever, the big goalkeeper. He's got away with it. The referee having none of it. Now Phillips is in trouble. Well, he's certainly making out, the referee, that he's not going to have any lip from anyone at all. But Illich, what a time to do something like this. A Wembley final, just clips it over the little fella. This is the problem here. Johnson goes in. I don't see anything wrong with that whatsoever. But I'm sure Alan Kirbishley sitting on the bench is thinking, what's he doing? Johnston? Nah, I don't think so. I think Illich gets his body in the way, and I don't think there was any impediment.
Phillips has been booked for his protests. And we're about to have a change of match ball. Ironically, of course, Charlton's 2 FA Cup final visits here marked out by the fact that the ball burst in both.
Do you know, with the 2 bookings, and I can't see why, honestly. It's a cup, you know, it's a cup final atmosphere here. There's so much at stake. I think the ref's got to be a little bit more lenient.
Holloway and Phillips, the 2 men in the book. Gone out, throw to Charlton. Mendonca. Well, what mixed feelings there must be for Clive Mendonca. His own family and his wife's family from the Sunderland area. And although he desperately wants to get the goal that will take his team into the Premiership, he'll be hiding himself away from the in-laws if he slams the door on Sunderland's bit. Youts, Craddock, Quinn, and Phillips is offside.
I'll tell you what, this is very, very tight indeed. Phillips is very, very speedy when he gets going, and Quinn immediately looking for the little striker. Let's have a look at this. I think this is so tight, and there's no way that's offside. Diabolical.
Foul by Williams.
I just feel Mark Bright up there, you know, feels he's got the beating of Craddock and Williams in the air. With all his experience, the timing, the jump against the youngsters.
Well, he's a player who has still to sort his future out, and there'll be much discussion about players' futures when they know which division they're going to be in. Bowen gets the cross in. Cleared by Craddock. And Gray, this time fouled by Kinsella, and it looks like being the first Charlton booking. They're just having a little spate of yellow cards at the moment.
Yeah, I think this referee's left arm's going to be very tired by the end of the game. Of course, Kinsella is late, catches Gray, but that's the 3rd booking, and it's certainly not been a dirty match. 18 minutes gone, Kinsella showing the yellow. Amazing, Rob, yesterday Taylor Hebron let the game flow, but certainly not the case this afternoon.
And yet again, the whistle blown. Niall Quinn can't believe it.
The fans don't like either, do they? Oh well, I've never reffed myself, so I'm going to shut up.
But it was apparent yesterday in the Grimsby-Northampton game just how few offside decisions there actually were.
So edgy and nervy out there, isn't it? So much at stake.
Here's Gray. Rufus with a header out. Player who's come through the youth system, and there's been talk of quite a few of Charlton's young players, and could they perform at the Premiership? Well, we might find out next season in Charlton's colours, if they can take that step. Gray wins the throw off Danny Mills.
He's impressed me since coming to Charlton, Danny Mills. And that Ipswich match showed us some tremendous pace up the right-hand side in the semi-final. Good defending again today.
Come off Jones. There's a deflection, says the referee. Wasn't played back.
42,000 Sunderland fans didn't think so.
Phillips pushed in the back by Yards.
There's a bit of a swirling wind down there. I know it's a red-hot atmosphere, but it's a bit windy and the ball's holding up a little bit.
Williams to Phillips. Summerby. Getting his cross past Bowen. That's off the defender for the corner.
One thing about Nicky Summerby, he doesn't waste time. He gets half a yard and he just tries to curl it round Mark Bowen. Bowen getting in the way this time, but can cross a tremendous ball, Nicky Summerby.
Summerby's corner, and it was Ball who it came to in the end.
It's a big chance for Kevin Ball. I don't think he realised the ball was going to get through and come to him all alone. And Alan Kirbishley won't be happy with this. Look at Ball alone in the picture now. It comes through, and he's only got to hit the target there.
Just couldn't control his header. They've already flown over the heads of Craddock and Williams ahead of him. Newton. Kinsella.
He'd spotted the run of Newton there, couldn't get his foot round the ball enough, but Kinsella does see runs early. Well, very even, maybe Sunderland just shading it. I thought Charlton started the better.
But Illich, in failing to deal with a back pass, almost gave Sunderland their best opportunity in the opening half of this first half. Yards releasing it to Mendonca, and this is Bright.
I haven't seen too much of the dangerous players. I haven't seen much of Mendonca or Phillips at the other end.
Gray. Johnston.
Good run from Clark. Johnson couldn't find him. Believe Clark making a good run, but this fella, Danny Mills, has to be careful. He will come inside as often as possible.
Been in good form this season as Alan Johnston. Earned recognition for the Scotland B team. But this World Cup has, unfortunately for him, just come a bit too soon for him. Here's Johnston again.
Great understanding down the left-hand side, Green Johnson. And swap positions anytime. When Gray gets forward, Johnson just covers for him.
Clive Mendonca, great turn! And a goal! Clive Mendonca pushes the Premiership door ajar for Charlton, and has he slammed it in the face of his boyhood idol Sunderland.
What a finish this is, Rob. We're just saying we hadn't seen much of him. Look at this, great flick on the right. This is brilliant. He leaves Craddock for dead. What a finish. And Clive Mendonca only needs half a chance. Brilliant dummy and a great finish. Past Perez into the bottom left-hand corner. Bright plays his part. There's the dummy. That is class. What a finish from Mendonca.
Well, 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 it looks like being a summer in hiding for Clive Mendonca. It is his 26th goal of the season, but Sunderland here looking for a quick strike back. Cleared to Newton. The challenge by Johnston.
Fabulous finish, Rob. Fabulous goal.
Sunderland have to find parity and quickly. But a measure of Charlton's early pressure, and what a tremendous investment Clive Mendonca at £700,000 has been.
Who'd have thought it, against his boyhood heroes.
Charlton have never been used to splashing such big transfer fees around, but it looks like money well spent. Some quality touches and a brilliantly executed finish. Quinn here.
And now took his eye off the flight of the ball, too busy worrying about Rufus. What a finish. Craddock goes for the dummy here. And really a little bit inexperienced from the young defender, but full marks to Clive Mendonca, and the finish was fantastic, and Kirbysley, get in there, Clive. What a start for Charlton.
One goal was enough for his former club Grimsby yesterday. Is it going to be enough for Charlton here today?
Well, you have to say, I think Craddock went to ground a little bit early there, and also the goalkeeper, Rob, I felt went down too early, but great forward play from Clive Mendonca.
Now the resolve of this young defence will be tested fully. Hopeful one from Bowen, but it's gone behind for the goal kick.
Wow, the red and white shirts are on the way to the right. Silent, shell-shocked. The Sunderland boy as well with a goal. Great scenes at the other end. Whoa.
Here's Gray. Johnston. Well, they need some magic from Magic Johnston at the moment, but Rufus is there to clear back to it. Aim towards Quinn, and he's got him behind Bowen.
Good defending from Hartbone. Quinn took it in the chest beautifully there, and I thought he was going to get the right foot strike away. Mark Bowen getting back, keeping his eye on the ball.
Throw taken towards Quinn, and it's Kevin Ball! Phillips goes for it, and it's right across the face.
Phillips are whisking away at getting a toe to that. Came in as quick as he could, the far post. Ball's cross shot. Goodness me, this is close. Look at little Phillips lurking. Can't get anywhere near it, and surely would have scored. Quinn causing problems. Youth is the one who headed it out. Ball with a shot, and Phillips, desperation, can't get there.
Well, they say they only know one way to play, and Sunderland are certainly going for it. Craddock. Cleared by Mills. This is Bright. Jones with Heaney up to the left, and he's found it. Good ball. Inside Holloway. Again, Mendonca offers himself.
Oh, what a game for Clive Mendonca. Sure, he'd mixed feelings, half his family supporting Sunderland, half wanting to do well, but end up on the losing side. It still could happen, but what a great goal.
Here's Phillips. Quinn's waiting in the box. Niall Quinn! It was out of the goalkeeper's hands, and the referee gives the free kick anyway.
Yeah, I think Niall, I don't think it was his head he gets near, I think it's his body. Bundles into Illich, but good strike, a good pairing there. Phillips, Quinn saying, you're having a laugh, referee. No way, he's kidded you on. But it's a good ball, gets the wrong side of Mills. Good cross, let's have a look. Quinn comes in, goalkeeper had it in his hand, dropped it. And nowadays in the modern game, I don't think you get away with that. Free kick.
Here's Rufus. Well, you can look at the league table and say that it'll be a travesty if Sunderland don't go up with 90 points. Peter Reid may think so.
Yeah, they'll be saying this a long time ago. He's got a lot of faith in his youngsters, and they'll keep bombing forward.
Against a side seeking their 10th successive clean sheet, Charlton of late have become notoriously difficult to break down. Williams. The last 5 playoff finals, remember, have been settled 1-0. Johnston. This is Clark.
It's quite incredible, Rob, as well, where the Charlton fans are, away to our left. I think every Wembley final this year has all been won with the supporters at that end. You go back to the Auto Windscreen final, the FA Cup, the Coca-Cola final, the 2 playoffs we've seen, the Rugby League final, Sheffield Eagles, and that's where the Charlton fans are.
They're looking for a superstition of their own, Sunderland. They lost the toss for playing in their home colours, and the teams who've previously lost the toss over the last 2 playoffs have gone on to win the game.
Glorious sunny day here. We said there may be showers, but not at the moment. Beautiful weather.
Knocked on by Bowen. It's over Mendonca's head this time.
Mendonca's a real threat, isn't it? Anytime the ball goes near him, a real threat, sharp as attack.
Bowen. Neil Heaney. Mendonca, good ball back to Heaney. Bright is waiting in the box if they can furnish him with a cross. Mark Bright!
Good defending from Michael Gray. You wouldn't fancy him in the far post against Bright, would you? Beautiful ball from Heaney. Really teasing the Sunderland defence here. Lovely touch from Mendonca. But look at the far post here. Gray is struggling as Bright comes in and Gray stands up well. But again, lightning break from Charlton.
Bright scored against Sunderland at the Valley in March, on a day when Clive Mendonca actually had a goal ruled out for offside, but Mendonca's goal this time counts.
There's a couple of strolls. That's a late challenge for Mendonca.
And it was on Summerby, and then there was another incident after that between Bright and Williams.
The tempers are getting a little bit heated out there. There's no doubt it's late. It's going to be another yellow, I think, Rob.
Summerby's free kick, headed away by Youds. Johnston.
Lenny Youds, what a buy he's been at the heart of the Charlton defence. I know Alan Kirbishley is absolutely delighted with Eddie Youds. He'd have said, you know, ex-Ipswich, Bradford, if he thought he'd be playing in the Premiership next season, I think he'd have told you, well, I doubt it, but that's exactly where he's heading. Experience alongside the pacey Rufus.
Heaney. This is Phillips. Win up on his own against Rufus. He out. Clark.
Interesting to see Lee Clark's moving about a lot better after that head collision earlier on. That'll be a relief to Peter Reid.
Summerby.
Charlton are dealing well with the threat of the width down both flanks from Sunderland. Can't get the service into Phillips or now Quinn. Kirbishley, obviously, he's done his homework superbly well.
There was a very cordial chat between Alan Kirbishley and Peter Reid before the game. They did both play together for England at junior levels, right up to under 21 level. But who has the tactical master plan to reach the Premiership?
Doesn't look too concerned just yet, really, chewing away. He just threw about 8 packets of Wrigley's on him.
Well, managers will tell you that you don't really know about pressure until you've been in the playoffs, and of course, although Peter Reid has played at Wembley many times before, including 3 caps for England here, he's not in a position to influence things out on the pitch today as he used to be. 7. Mendonca. This is Mills. Mendonca. Danny Mills.
Again, the movement of Mendonca, giving Mills the option, but he is so sharp, Mendonca. Mills with the ball forward, goes to the 1-2. Gets away from Williams, plays it. He thought about the strike there, gets it on the left foot and well wide.
Well, Danny Mills never scored in 64 league games for Norwich, and then 3 minutes into his debut for Charlton, he got one at Crewe. Two days ago, England were playing here, and the latest match in their World Cup preparation is in Morocco. It's on Wednesday at 5 o'clock on Sky Sports 2.
Charlton fans go berserk. Stand up if you're going up. There's a long way to go. Mind you saying that, nearing half-time now. And they've got their noses in front. Clive Allen in the studio, one of our guests, was pretty confident Charlton could do this.
They won't be resting too easily though, with just that Clive Mendonca goal to separate them. This First Division final over the years has had a habit of producing a twist to the tail. Indeed, the last two have both been settled with virtually the last kick of the game. Steve Claridge for Leicester 2 years ago, and David Hopkin for Palace last year. Frustration here for Quinn.
Yeah, the linesman right next to him saying he pushed Danny Mills there. Big Now hasn't really imposed himself in the game just yet. I think he's very unlucky there, to be fair to him. And the linesman was 2 yards away, you could see the flag. Niall having a word again, and rightly so in my opinion.
Somerby. Holloway on the outside of him. Clark has pushed up on the right, but he's looked inside again to Nicky Somerby. Holloway. Sunderland trying to play their way through. This is Somerby.
Yeah, a little bit casual there. There's plenty of bodies in the box. Quinn, Phillips, Kevin Ball had made a run. Maybe overplaying a little bit on that right-hand side.
Somerby.
Bones having a good game there at the moment. Somerby a little bit predictable.
Sunderland getting a lot of possession, but Charlton making it very difficult for them to do anything positive.
Yeah, good play from Williams though. Nice build-up. Charlton quite happy to let someone have the ball all the way back there.
Charlton keeping the ball in an area where it can do them no harm. Here's Trapp. Gray.
Just going to say, Rob, I think they've got to mix it up a little bit, the long balls to Quinn, but Quinn's not winning his fair share at the moment.
This is a good break from Keith Jones. Bright. Heaney. Byrne moving up on the outside of it. Clive Mendonca.
Yeah, Craddock read it well. Heaney was inside Mendonca. I just felt he made the wrong option there. Tried to sell Craddock the dummy, went to his right when Heaney was a lovely ball inside. A good break from Charlton down the left.
Charlton have never been in the Premiership since its inception 6 years ago. The second goal now would give them an altogether more comfortable look going into half-time. Yard's got up for the header.
Little chance here for Eddie, rises above the crowd. Good ball deep, Eddie Yow's in a central position. Craddock was there, Williams was there, and Quinn.
Yard's one of the players in the Charlton ranks who does have experience of top-flight football, but there are many more who haven't. Ilic and Rufus and Newton and Kinsella amongst them.
Sunderland do, I think, rely on their width so much, especially left-hand side. At the moment, they're not having too much joy. Newton and Mills are doing a great job. The linesman's give it the other way. I thought it was a nudge on Johnson, but I think Johnson was the one who put the ball out. Still, Sunderland get, I think it is a free kick.
Johnston's free kick in towards Niall Quinn.
There's a bit of shoving going on there between Quinn and Yowes. Referee allowed it to go on. This half has certainly flown by.
Great. Here's Holloway. Summerby. Well, they have tried to vary it with a long ball, but that was easy pickings for Sasha Ilic.
Well, he's so big and large that, you know, Summerby's really got to keep it away, try and find the head of Quinn so Phillips can feed off him.
Clark. Craddock aiming for Niall Quinn. Headed back across to Phillips. Lee Clark!
You know, it just falls on the wrong foot. I think Clark wanted it just to drop on the left foot and he ended up prodding out the right. But that's better. The long ball to Quinn's head from Craddock. Phillips does well to read this. It's a great first touch into the legs of Clark. And it's in between his two legs, Rob. And in the end, just prods out his right foot. Not far away.
13 goals already this season for Lee Clark, which is his best ever scoring return. Mills. Kinsella. Williams showing his strength against Bright.
Oh, doing well. Better spell for Sunderland. Still the trail.
Quinn fouled by Rufus. And it looks like another yellow card. The third for a Charlton player.
And certainly from behind catching Niall Quinn. Rufus very quick, very tight there. Tries to get in front of Niall Quinn, to be fair to him. But Quinny uses the experience and his strength and goes down. No complaints.
Still only 23 years of age, Richard Rufus. Made an impressive full league debut in a 1-1 draw at Sunderland when they were playing at Roker Park. Really has grown in stature.
Yeah, dreaming of the Premiership.
Gray here looking for Quinn with a free kick. And that time the offender was Quinn against Rufus. Not too happy with some of the decisions from this assistant referee, Guy Beale.
He's quite happy about it, isn't he? Little smile there as he runs back.
Bright. Retrieved by Bowen. He's had a very good first half for Charlton. Summerby and Holloway have got no change out of the experienced figure of Mark Bowen.
Yeah, there's not been a lot in this match, has there? Bowen doing well on the left-hand side, Mills well on the right with Newton. Not been much in it, but smashing goal from Ndonka.
Gray. Ball. This is Johnston. Gray calling for it out on the left.
Yeah, Mills is reading it well there. Maybe a little bit unlucky here. He knows Johnson does like to come in on the right foot, the favoured foot. But when Mickey Gray gets the ball and travels 30-40 yards, Sunderland fans love it.
Johnston's free kick, and it's reached Niall Quinn, but there's a push into the back of Eddie Youds.
To be honest, Rob, there are 6 of one and half a dozen of the other here. I think Quinn is getting the rough end of the stick at the moment, but they're both having a little shove and tug at each other. Quinn does well here. You can see Youds try to get in front of him. He misses it. I think Niall's a bit unlucky again.
On the 2 occasions before free kicks, he's been looking back at the referee, forewarning him of the fact that his shirt has been tugged on previous occasions. 3 minutes of stoppage time to be played in the first half.
And now Quinn's in trouble here. He's in trouble. He's getting a bit of stick off the linesman and the ref. I think the ref's just going to warn him, I've had enough of this. Pointing to the linesman saying, get a grip of him.
Niall Quinn has played here twice with Arsenal and once with the Republic of Ireland, for whom he scored in a 1-1 draw with England. Kinsella's kick, cleared by Ball. This is Newton. And Johnston gets it away to Gray. Mills. Cleared by Ball.
It's all down this right-hand side, isn't it? Get Newton and Mills getting forward, Gray and Johnston. Good battle between the 4.
Mendonca. Mills. And Charlton have been traditionally weak finishers to the season, but there can be no complaints about this immense run that they've gone on, and they're now as close as they've ever been to a place for the first time in the Premiership. Right up for the throw. Gray is breaking with it. Clark. And he's found Niall Quinn. And this is Nicky Sarby. Good challenge from Eddie Youds.
I'll tell you what, that's what experience is. Absolutely brilliant. Kept his eye on the ball. But what a beautiful sweeping move from Sunderland. Switching play from left to right. But Eddie Youds again. Tremendous.
Quinn lets it go, but just when the alarm bells were ringing, Youds stepped in.
That was a great move, wasn't it? Quinn just cushioned it into Summerby. I thought this was excellent. Thought he got past Youds, but somehow the big right foot came out.
And Charlton are 45 minutes away from a place in the Premiership thanks to Clive Mendonca's goal. Alan Kirbishley will be hoping that early in the second half perhaps his team can add to Mendonca's strike, whereas Peter Reid will be reinforcing the message to his boys that they face starting from scratch again next season unless they can cancel out Mendonca's strike against the team that he supported as a boy. Contrasting emotions on the bench. There'll be contrasting emotions too for Mendonca if it proves to be the match winner. Delight that he'll be in the Premiership with Charlton next season, but sympathy for Sunderland, the team he supported. Charlton 1, Sunderland 0 at half-time. So confirmation of that half-time change, and Chris Makin is coming on to take the place of Darren Holloway. Makin was part of the Oldham team that was denied a Wembley appearance 4 years ago by Mark Hughes' extra-time strike in the FA Cup semi-final, but now he gets his chance on this big stage. And Peter Reid must have given some very important half-time team talks in his time, none more important than this one though. His team 45 minutes away from having to go back to the drawing board and start again next season.
Well, you can bet your boots Sunderland first 15 minutes are going to go at Charlton.
The last 45 minutes of the domestic season is underway. There'll be heroes and there'll be heartbreak in this second half. Can Sunderland recover from that Clive Mendonca goal? Macon gets an early feel of the ball.
I think Alan Kirby's the half-time Rob will be, come on boys, superb, keep your shape. They're going to get frustrated, they're going to get anxious, they're going to come at us. No problem, we keep our shape, we can handle it. And we'll hit them on the break.
Jody Craddock. Quinn. Phillips. Summerby is looking for Alan Johnston.
Handball, I think the decision there from the linesman. Not Sunderland's favourite linesman.
Well, Sunderland have been infuriated by one or two decisions, and Niall Quinn has already got involved in another heated argument at the start of the second half, just as he was for quite a bit of the first. Kevin Ball, they'll be looking to his inspirational leadership now, and to the quality of this man, Lee Clark, who's got Quinn to his left, Phillips to his right. He's opted for Niall Quinn, but no danger there.
Yeah, big Niall there, I think. Chose the wrong option. Rufus knew exactly where he was. Lee Clark, good break from Clark. Sunderland need more of this from Lee Clark. And now Quinn, I felt, could have given a little bit of movement here. Maybe ran across Rufus. Given him another option. Trying a bender, but it's hopelessly wide off target. Big now there, I was just hoping they'd have ran across Rufus. Then he gives little Lee Clark an option to get in behind where he's vacated the space or late into the run.
Sunderland are the country's top league goal scorers, 86 they managed in the First Division competition. And they're too short of their 100th for the season in all competitions. But it's not the century of goals that matters, it's that prized place back in the Premiership. Michael Gray, who scored the last time that Sunderland beat Charlton, but he's put his team under pressure here. Mendonca's given it back to Sean Newton. Cross aim towards Bright. Craddock was there defending, but this is Heaney. Jones. Bowen. Mendonca. Bowen under pressure from Summerby. He did well there not to concede the corner and to find his own man, Lee Clark. Aimed for Quinn.
Great ball from Clark. This is better. The game's really opening up now.
There's good awareness from Quinn too. He's found Johnston. This is a clean run through for him.
Yeah, on his right foot as well, he had options. I think the linesman was going to flag for offside anyway, but that's better from Sunderland. Johnson cutting inside after a beautiful ball from Clark. Cracker. Quinn laying it off, superb. Johnson, now this is where he loves it, where he can run at the full-back, comes inside, has a good chance, a good look here. Now he's closed, but no strength and power.
They've had such immense support at the Stadium of Light all season that the Sunderland players really want to do it for these fans. And they've already very much got the fans back on their side with this bright and breezy start to the second half.
It's amazing the time Sunderland have got in the attack and they're looking for little lays. It's now Quinn who's there, and he's not, you know, he's not the striker who makes the darting runs. It's Phillips. We can't just get Phillips in the game.
Great backing again they brought from Wearside. Clark tried to clear and managed to find Summerby. This is Macon.
Quinn.
Headed away by Rufus. No one in the box for Quinn. Mills is there, didn't take any chances. It was a risky clearance, and it's gone for the corner.
Yeah, it's just what we thought was going to happen. Sunderland now have to up the tempo, taking the game now to Charlton.
Have they finally managed to rattle a Charlton defence that has looked so solid in the first 50 minutes of the game? Summerby with the latest corner. Quinn's header! He found the gap! He exploited it! And Sunderland have squared it 5 minutes into the second half. And the Wearsiders go mad!
Just the start Peter Reid wants. Niall Quinn gets the yard, powers the header low, and into the bottom corner. Youds can't get there. Illich is beaten for the first time in 10 games. Quinn with a downward header. What a game we have in store now. Summerby drills it to the near post. Flying header from Niall Quinn. 1-1.
It was real through the eye of a needle stuff from Niall Quinn. He beat Yards to get the header in and somehow found the gap between Bowen and Illich on the line. And Sunderland are level.
Wait till you hear the decibels now will be so loud. Sunderland fans all around us going berserk. What a game in prospect. Are Charlton rattled?
The first goal they conceded in over 14 hours of football, and now their spirit and resolve will really be put to the test. Newton's free in the box if Mendonca can get it across. It's Mark Kinsella, and it's blocked by Williams.
Great hold up again from Mendonca, and Kinsella with a shot back left can't hit them. Williams in the way, but Mendonca again, super forward play. Finds his captain, drills it forward. Corner.
Quite a contest we have on our hands now. Charlton knew that the first 15 minutes of the second half would be precarious. They've taken the lead once. Can they do it again? Yards gets up for the header. This is Rufus. And Quinn, the goal scorer, wins it. Gives it away though to Yards. Mills loses out to Ball. Jones, Mendonca.
Yeah, referee right on the spot. Free kick. Mendonca very unhappy with making. And this is a dangerous situation for Sunderland now. The fans rejoice, but Kinsella can hit these.
Well, can they silence the fans again? They're in a mood of celebration at the moment, but there's still a long way to go. They're only level. Perez showing certain anxiety about the positioning of the wall. They can't afford to leave any gaps here.
Yeah, Kinsella can try a bender. Mendonca, I think he fancies his chances, the way he's hovering.
Bowen and Heaney there too. Mendonca gets his instructions here from Kinsella, and it's Clive Mendonca who looked the favourite, but Kinsella who strikes it! And here's Mark Bowen, and it strikes Mendonca, and Perez saves.
Well, Michael Gray was in there with the first block. And goodness me, smashing free kick. Kinsella very, very clever, almost paying off. Play from Kinsella here, makes the room, fires at Williams, it hits, then Bowen, then Mendonca, and Perez flings himself his right.
It almost appeared as though Mendonca was trying to get out of the way. He was aware that Bowen was trying to curl one in, but he couldn't get out of the way in time and deflected it into the goalkeeper's path. Making. Lee Clark.
There's no doubt in my mind, Clark's really getting involved early on this second half. He's pulling the strings for Sunderland now.
Can Summerby deliver the goods from the free kick? Dealt with by Yards. Well, it was a corner that led to Sunderland's equaliser, but from the other side now, Alan Johnston will have to try and deliver. Summerby's gone into the 6-yard box, so too Phillips. Quinn has pulled away. Johnston the taker. Cleared by Neil Heading.
Well, just what the neutral would want, an early Sunderland goal.
But how quickly fortunes can change in football. Charlton seemed relatively comfortable at half-time. But they could always have expected Sunderland to be fired up after that half-time team talk by Peter Reid.
Just the start Alan Kirbyshire would have been dreading. An early goal.
Kinsella, and a little bit of edginess now just creeping into Charlton's play. Their passing not as assured as it has been at stages.
Just feel now maybe the momentum. Look at Alan Kirbyshire blowing, looks to his left to the Sunderland crowd who are baying for a second goal.
And Sasha Ilic at last has been beaten. So the clean sheet he wanted to break Fred Wood's 74-year-old club record has not materialised. Quinn. This is Kinsella.
Yeah, Quinn looks to the left for another free kick.
Johnston's layoff. This is Clark. Now Gray. Sunderland really trying to turn the screw while Charlton are downcast after conceding that equaliser. Clark's ball in, and Quinn is onside, and he's missed! A golden opportunity for Niall Quinn, and he knows it.
What a chance for the big Irishman. Goodness me, it just wouldn't come down. Can't believe the space he's got, the ball's drilled in, it's not offside. Comes off the chest, won't come down enough for him. A glorious opportunity. Lee Clark again, pings it in, on the chest, come down he's saying, and over Ilic's crossbar. What a let-off for Charlton. It's all Sunderland.
Peter Reid thought then that his team were going to go into the lead for the first time in this game. But through all the time that they were trailing, there seemed to be a calm assurance about him, as though he had great faith in his team's recovery powers. Williams, though, here under pressure from Newton. Charlton can't be written out of the equation, although this is a difficult period of the game for them, with Quinn making certain of that.
Yeah, big now on the left foot, just had to chop down on the ball. It took up a lovely position.
Well, he's been so frustrated in the past by offside decisions that have gone against him.
And you wonder, Phillips has been very quiet. Is he going to have the final say?
Charlton's clean sheet record has disappeared. They won't mind about that too much if they still emerge victorious from this game. But is Kevin Phillips to get that club goal-scoring record in a season? Quinn there tried to steer it through to him, and it has been steered through to him. Kevin Phillips has got it! 2-1 to Sunderland, a remarkable turnaround, and Kevin Phillips breaks Brian Clough's post-war club record for goals in a season at Wembley and becomes the country's leading goal scorer to boot.
Would you believe it? Charlton hearts are broken. There's a strong challenge here from Kevin Bow, but what a right foot finish from the little fella. Ilic commits himself. Great play from Bow. Phillips spins. Beautiful tuck round the goalkeeper and into the bottom corner. Kevin Bow gets injured in the challenge. Phillips, deft little flick, and Sunderland go in front. Ilic off his line, not quick enough, and it's 2-1.
It looks like another payment of an instalment to Watford, Kevin Phillips' former club, but Peter Reid won't mind about that if that's the goal that carries Sunderland back to the Premiership after just a season in the Nationwide League. What a record that is, 35 goals.
What a turnaround. Sunderland fans sick as parrots at half-time, can't believe it, rejoicing, and the Charlton fans away to our left, silent.
And a flick on from Quinn. Sunderland beaten in their last 3 visits to Wembley, but has Kevin Phillips now broken the hoodoo? The flick on here to Clive Mendonca is offside.
Well, that's the game plan now, isn't it? You've got to feed Mendonca. He's looked so lively throughout this match. They haven't got the service into him the second half. It's been one-way traffic, and that is so tight. That is unlucky. Mendonca on it in a flash. Out comes Perez. Mendonca tries to go round him. Linesman flags up. Really wants a third.
Well, the noise here is so phenomenal that when Clive Mendonca was offside, he never heard the referee's whistle to indicate it, and that's no surprise. The Sunderland fans who were muted after that goal from Clive Mendonca, a complete transformation now in their spirits.
What a turnaround, unbelievable. The deadly duo, Quinn and Phillips. And Charlton centre-halves had handled them so well first half in Yowes and Rufus. Still, Charlton are not out of this just yet.
Gray plays it in, and Quinn's header this time!
Yeah, Big Niall's having a great second half, isn't he? All of a sudden, he's got the bit between his teeth. Racehorse owner, he's flying at the moment. Once again gets in front of Eddie Yowes, and Illich, I think, was beaten there, had that ball been lower, just over the top.
Two goals in under 8 minutes from Sunderland have completely changed the picture in the battle for promotion to the Premiership.
What a season Kevin Phillips has had. He couldn't have dreamt it. You know, a short while ago, Baldock Town. Unbelievable, superb.
One attempt on target, a goal for Kevin Phillips. It's not a bad ratio, is it? And just goes to show that even when you think he's having a quiet game, you write him off at your peril. The ball in from Mills. Back to Perez, who just wants to calm things down a little.
Well, you have to feel for Charlton as well, Rob. In command, got the early goal, looks solid. Alan Kirbishley, surely now, we're going to have to change this now. From being calm, cool and collective, suddenly it's turned upside down for him.
That's the agony of the playoffs for you. His team 45 minutes away from the Premiership, and now for the first time in this game having to come from behind. Jones, Newton, good work from Newton. This is Mendonca. Ball was in there, and a vital challenge from the Sunderland captain. Quinn playing for the free kick and getting it.
Wow, what a start the second half Sunderland made. Quite incredible. 58%. Just suddenly that little half-time talk. Peter Reid said at half-time, my daughter can pass better. He won't be saying that now, as Charlton are about to make a sub.
But the fact that Sunderland have clicked means that Alan Kirbishley is indeed looking to changes. And it won't be too long now before Steve Jones is introduced to the action. Quinn. Phillips in the battle against Rufus. Bit of tugging by Phillips and the free kick given. Yowes. Kinsella.
Just as Lee Clark started the second half, superb. Now we need to see more of Mark Kinsella, the Charlton captain. He's got to start getting his foot on the ball.
Mills. Cleared by Williams. Mendonca. Heaney. This is Bowen, 3 in the box for Charlton. One of them is Mark Bright. Cleared by Craddock.
What a ball from Bowen.
Kinsella striking.
Now Charlton have to come out. Kinsella, who can't strike them this time, finds Perez too good. Charlton were quite happy to sit behind, protect the league. That's changed now. Now they have to get down the outside, getting crosses in.
And it looks as though the change will reflect that, because Steve Jones is now going to come on, and he's going to take the place of the wide left man, Neil Heaney. He's playing his final game on loan from Manchester City. Remarkable season he's had. At one time involved in a battle against relegation, here has been involved in the battle for promotion, but his contribution is complete, and Steve Jones now comes on to take his place.
Well, no one likes to come off, but this fella's a big, bustling centre-forward. He's going to put himself about and try and unruffle this young defence.
Steve Jones, who got Charlton's opening goal of the season in the match against Middlesbrough. Kinsella. This is Bright. Michael Gray. Phillips.
What a strike force Sunderland have, eh? Quinney giving them the kiss of life early on the second half. Just loses Yowes there. It's a great drill ball from Summerby. And then suddenly a big part in the second goal too now. Rejoicing on the bench, Alan Kirkby at the worst start possible. The second half, it gets worse as Phillips digs it over the advancing Illich. What a start the second half.
Sunderland then 100 goals up for the season in all competitions, and Quinn and Phillips between them have got 51. Here's Quinn again. Yards emerges victorious from that tussle. This is Jones. He's looking for his namesake, Steve Jones. The ball from Craddock had Bray in one or two difficulties there against Newton.
Just thinking, Rob, have Sunderland learnt from the mistakes in the past? Will they keep going for a third, or can they protect this lead?
Newton's ball in. Glancing header away. Bowen. Keith Jones. Newton. Pressure from Johnston. And successful too. And here's Phillips, although he's going to leave it to Michael Gray, who's made an immense run down that flank. But now can he shrug off the tenacious Mills?
Fabulous move from Sunderland. Very quick, very quick to burst forward there. Michael Gray, he made up probably 50 yards there. The intended pass, I think, was for Phillips. He's trying to spin in behind Rufus, but this fella, what an engine he's got.
Gray. Rufus leaps. This is Kevin Ball. Blocked by Youds. Quinn! Always going wide.
Sunderland pushing forward every opportunity, turning up the heat, driving force in Kevin Ball. Just latches onto this, the ball comes out to him. Tries to get the strike away, Youds gets in the way. Suddenly it falls to Quinn, he tries one on the left foot. Now Charlton have to readjust.
Just look at how Sunderland have picked it up. Barely made an impression on the Charlton goal in the first half, but the two on target are the ones that have been made to count.
Charlton and Jones and Kinsella, they have to start driving through the middle now. Clark and Ball are taking over.
Keith Jones. Charlton looking to reassert themselves. It's the other Jones this time, the substitute Steve. Macon left it to Perez.
I think it's a good choice from Alan Kurdish. I think this fella will unsettle Craddock and Williams. Alan, he can't believe it, can he? Half-time, you know, let's keep a shape, and suddenly...
Bright gets up and Steve Jones is there.
So the warning signs are there for Sunderland. Charlton must believe in themselves. Reedy knows, come on, we're defending too deep, push up.
Reed showed that belief when his team were up against it in the first half, but he's still out there getting his messages across.
I think he's saying there on throw-ins, get one in front of Bright and one behind him.
Charlton have an injury problem here. It's Keith Jones who's taken a knock. Fitting climax this is, though, to the Nationwide League season.
Wow, what a game.
Still more football to come, of course, on Sky Sports, with England's latest World Cup preparatory match in Morocco on Wednesday. Our coverage starts at 5 o'clock on Sky Sports 2. Hold up as well. Jones continues to receive treatment.
I felt that was such a crucial battle this afternoon, Rob, the central midfield area. And Jones and Gazelle had done so well early on in the match, but suddenly Clark's getting more involved and balls driving through. If Charlton have to get back in it, they need more from Jones and especially Kinsella.
Peter Reid may not be able to fulfil that midfield role himself now, but in Kevin Ball he's certainly got a man to be in the trenches with. Inspiration behind the previous promotion campaign 2 years ago. Phillips here looking to release Summerby.
We haven't seen too much of Summerby's ability to cross the ball, but that equaliser drilling in the near post for Big Now Quinn.
Steve Jones using his strength there against Craddock. Keith Jones. And he's aimed for Mendonca, and he's found him. Can he equalise for Charlton? Yes, he can! Would you credit it? Yet again, it's the Sunderland fan who sent the Charlton fans off in jubilant raptures, but threatened Sunderland's place in the Premiership.
Well, the finish is fantastic, but what a great quality this guy's got. 2 touches were fabulous, but Jones, the substitute, Alan Curbishley, should take a lot of credit for the work he's done. What a ball from Jones. But look at the second touch, perfect, and the finish is fantastic. And Charlton, big hearts, are back in this match. Brilliant from Mendonca, absolutely brilliant. Perez, no chance. It's a wonderful finish, keeping it low. Bottom corner, now the smiles are back in Curbishley's face.
He must have wondered if the break was going to come, but when it did, it was that man Mendonca yet again. 2-2.
I tell you what, he won't be going these summer holidays back home in the northeast. I know that, Clive Mendonca. Oh, get on a plane and get out of the country, pal. What a game. Fantastic. And the substitute, I tell you, a great move from Alan Curbishley.
And he clearly feels now that it's there for the taking. He's indicating he wants 3 up. Summerby. Ball. And here's Nicky Summerby. Had to bide his time waiting for support, but did that effectively. This is Clark. And it's reached Niall Quinn! It's a second for Quinn! And it's suddenly Sunderland who are back in pole position for the Premiership.
Listen to the roar here. Unbelievable, Niall Quinn. Irish eyes are smiling. What a goal this is. It's a fabulous ball at the far post. Great take from Big Now. And what a finish at the near post. Illich maybe could do a bit better at the near post. But this is a wonderful pass. On the left foot, Quinn's take special. Over the head of Mills and beats Illich near post low. What a finish from Niall Quinn. And Sunderland back in front. Illich comes over. It beats Danny Mills and squeezes it in near post. And Alan Curbishley can't believe it. Riddy's off his seat. Oh, I'm glad I'm not a manager.
Well, Niall Quinn, who was unable to contribute much to Sunderland's last Premiership campaign, has contributed fully to this, but his strike partner, Kevin Phillips, whose goal initially put Sunderland 2-1 up, has had to go off, and he's been replaced by Danny Dicchio. So it's Dicchio and Quinn now, the front line for Sunderland, who are 3-2 ahead.
What a ball from Lee Clark, you know, to Niall Quinn. A fabulous crossfield pass. Danny Mills got underneath it. But this fella has been fantastic second half.
And Sunderland know no other way but to go for the fourth. Dicchio!
Oh, surely it was a header. What a ball from Summerby. Surely that was a header from the big substitute.
And here's Kinsella. As that glaring miss given Charlton renewed hope and vigour. Jones cross, Mendonca. Could it be a hat-trick for him? They still haven't got it clear.
Yeah, look who's mopping it up. Superb. I'm getting the champagne ready for this boy. Fantastic.
Great play from Clark. And it's Gray bursting forward now.
Well, Rob, we said we're sick of 1-0 wins at Wembley. What a game and what a chance this fella had. It's very difficult when you're on a sub. Beautiful ball. I thought a diving header was the one. And Dicchio tries the side foot volley.
Well, to be fair, in this final, it's had a habit of producing goals over the years. 4-3s, Swindon against Leicester and Reading against Bolton. But Charlton are looking for renewed inspiration. And a return here for John Robinson, who was expected to miss the rest of this season after suffering a hairline fracture of the leg. But is returning to the fray in place of Danny Mills. And Robinson is the sort of figure who could inspire a revival.
I hear he was raging at not being in the starting lineup. But a very difficult decision for his manager when you're out for so long to come back in a big occasion like this. Can he get Charlton back from the dead?
Up goes Quinn.
Well, poor Illich, he's shell-shocked. 3 goals against him.
Bright's flick on. Is it the hat-trick?
Give that man Perez a new contract. Oh, Mendonca, can't believe it. And really, he's getting through too easily here. There's a slip from Craddock. Doesn't get either side of Perez. And in the end, easy for the Frenchman. What a threat this fella is.
There's never been a hat-trick in a Wembley playoff final. Could Mendonca make history?
It really is a shame one of these sides has to lose, Rob, because I think they both do well with the football in the Premiership.
Well, there are only 4 teams in England who managed to score 80 goals or more in the league, and these were 2 of them.
I think you have to say as well, Rob, one way or another, I think Mendonca will be in the Premiership next year. The Charlton fan, hopefully with Charlton, I've got my doubts.
What a seesaw game, and who'd be a manager?
Really shaking his head.
Still can't afford to feel too comfortable, both getting hot under the collar.
I bet Dave Bassett and Ryan Robson are enjoying this. Sitting by a pool with a glass of champagne.
Not sure that these are enjoying it too much. They pay all this money to travel down here and to get in, and all they want now is the final whistle.
Yeah, still plenty time for Charlton to get back in it though.
Rufus shielding it against Dicchio. Foul by the Sunderland striker.
What a star he could have been, Dicchio. I just felt, a striker in a position like that, just on the field, you have to make your mind up quick. Unfortunately, he went for the side foot volley when a big guy like that, good in the air, I felt could have just flung himself at it.
Steve Jones. Summerby. Kinsella. Quinn to Dicchio. Handled well by Richard Rufus. Kinsella. This is Gray.
He's in a quality game, Michael Gray again.
Johnston, Gray. This is Newton. Kinsella. Newton, who's dropped back to right back since Mills' departure. And Perez here under pressure from Mendonca. And Sunderland showing all sorts of anxiety as Robinson comes in. 3 in the box and turned behind by Craddock just to relieve the pressure.
I think Reedy's just ripped that contract up. 1 minute ago, Perez was the hero. Now he's going mad. And Craddock to the rescue.
Perez can be grateful he's about 70 yards away from his manager. He's just made up for it though. Could he provide an assist here? It comes off the back of Alan Johnston.
Yeah, a little tug on Newton, but Charlton are quick to get the game going again. Time running out for them, last 10 minutes.
Sunderland then 10 minutes away from rejoining Nottingham Forest and Middlesbrough, last season's other relegated clubs, back in the Premiership. There have been so many twists and turns to this game that you're not about to write Charlton out of the script yet.
Sunderland have got a bad habit of giving leads away as well. They only know one way, is to bomb forward for another goal. And Charlton will be just praying that they do it once too often and can catch them on the break. They've almost done it with that man Mendonca again.
Yeah, it's doing well under pressure from Quinn. Kinsella. Up goes Bright. Craddock. Good ball from Clark. This is Quinn. Clark has carried on his run in the box. Dicchio is free!
Now Dicchio pulled back Rufus there. Good play from Niall Quinn, you know. He kept looking for his fellow striker. Dicchio was in front of Rufus, then tries to go far post. Look at him in the top corner. He peels away now, and then tries to come back. He grabs Rufus, and that's where the free kick was given.
But now Dicchio has won the free kick.
Well, there's no point doing that when you're 3-2 down. Rufus just got to get on with the game now. There's no point giving unnecessary free kicks away.
And confirmation that it's a record playoff final crowd here of over 77,500. And not only that, but as an aggregate over the 3 playoff matches over the weekend, that's a record too. Confirmation of the way that attendances have really been booming in the Nationwide League this season. Steve Jones.
Mendonca was definitely pulled back just outside the box, and this is danger again. Surely this time Kinsella must fancy this one. Mendonca pulled back by Williams, down he goes, unfortunately just outside the box.
What he's been called towards the referee is Darren Williams.
Has this got another twist in it?
A yellow card then for the Sunderland centre-half, but it could be even more costly if Charlton score from this free kick to level matters yet again.
Well, you got Mark Bowen and Kinsella over the ball, and Bowen can't hit them with his left foot as well, but I fancy Kinsella. Surely this is his range. An Irishman and a Welshman together.
And it's been left to the Welshman to deal with it. Kinsella has moved away. Bowen is over the ball. Mark Bowen! And block shots pushed away by Perez.
What an instinctive save this is. Mark Bright gets on the end of Bowen's strike. Watch this. Look at Bright. Hits him there. And Perez instinctively gets it away. What a let-off. Bowen fires it in. Bright gets a touch. Great stop.
Instinctive stuff from striker and goalkeeper, but Bright goes up again here for the corner.
Ah, heartbreak for the Charlton fans, incredible.
Rufus. Robinson. Off Gray for the corner.
Now Charlton turn up the heat. Gray doesn't like the decision. But up go the big boys into the box. Yowes is in there, Rufus is there, as is Bright.
Perez has come in the crowd and he's looked in, and Richard Rufus has scored his first ever goal for Charlton. What a place to score it at Wembley, and it's 3-3, incredible.
Well, Robertson, the substitute, takes this very quickly. Look at Perez, gets stranded, comes for it, no man's land, and Rufus towers above them and heads into an empty net. But Perez can't get there. What a leap from Rufus. Empty net, unbelievable, 3-3. Perez can't get anywhere near the ball, and Rufus nods it in, right in the central of the goal, into an empty net. What a match, 3-3.
It's his 165th appearance for Charlton, and it's his first ever goal. Would you credit it?
What a leap, Rob. But Robinson, fair play to Robinson, took the corner very quick.
It really is fairy tale stuff now. The Charlton fans, who were so subdued a moment ago, are pinching themselves to make sure it's all real. They've revived themselves, and not only that, but with a goal from a man who'd never scored before, but he's in the thick of it again here, and Illich had to come out and take command.
Oh, one goalkeeper makes a stop. Charlton fans can't believe it, back in it. And Perez breaks, well, the cardinal sin comes, and he's a full 6-7 yards away from the ball, as Rufus towered above everyone, nodding into a complete empty net.
Players, managers, supporters, they're all going through the emotional mangle here.
Oh, would you believe it? As Robson and Bassett open another bottle.
But they're enjoying their holidays. These people certainly aren't.
Well, fair duty, Cat Charlton coming back, showed a lot of determination and grit. Ex-manager Steve Greer, I bet he's enjoying this too.
3 minutes away from extra time. Craddock. Dicchio.
Just when you mentioned Dicchio, I'm just thinking of that chance a few minutes earlier, Rob.
And a costly miss it could be. Well, the lay-up there, but ball hadn't moved on far enough. Bowen. Mendonca. He really will have to go into hiding if he completes a Charlton victory with his hat-trick now.
What a match for the neutral.
Great. For the neutral, I'm sure they'd be quite happy for it to finish 3-3 at 90 minutes.
We want a winner, Rob. We want a winner, no extra time.
Clark. Dicchio, who could have sealed it for Sunderland by now. Craddock. Remember too the instinctive shot from Bright that fully tested the reflexes of Perez. That may have a crucial bearing on the result as well. This is making Sunderland growing in confidence near the end. Dicchio, Quinn.
Oh, if Quinn could have left that, he'd Kevin Ball right behind them all on his own. But Quinn going for the hat-trick. Watch Ball stealing behind Big Niall. Had he left it, Ball was all alone. You can't blame him going for the hat-trick. But Charlton fans, what were they thinking here?
tragedy, of course, would be if this enthralling contest was to be settled on penalties.
I was going to say, don't even mention it, Rob. Now that would be a shocker.
4 minutes of stoppage time, though, to be played at the end of the 90. Dicchio, Quinn, Kinsella got back, but this is Lee Clark. And Illich unable to save the corner. Clark, though, has a problem. He's pulled up with cramp. And Dicchio goes to help him out and relieve those aching calf muscles.
I'm sure Alan Kirby's just saying, come on boys, fabulous getting back in it. Don't concede now. Come on, be strong. Concentrate. He won't be thinking about extra time just yet. Whereas Reedy said, hey, come on, someone pop it in the back for me.
Can his team do it from the corner? Johnston's corner. They're all flying in, but Dicchio and Ball got in each other's way.
Yeah, lots of bodies in there, right to the far post. Ball flings himself, and Dicchio's the one who gets there first.
We're 3 minutes away then from extra time for the third time in a First Division playoff final at Wembley. Mixu Patalainen won it for Bolton in the extra 30 minutes 3 years ago. And of course Steve Claridge won it for Leicester with virtually the last kick of the game 2 years ago.
Glorious sunshine here, and what a glorious game it's been. Fabulous.
Summerby. Quinn. Dicchio. Space here for Gray. Looking for Niall Quinn.
Yeah, great defending from Rufus there. Quinn is a handful at the far post, and now all of a sudden Clark and Gray are finding him. Rufus, the hero, this time getting back to defend.
Well, Steve Jones was unable to prevent the corner from being conceded. And more hope here for Sunderland. Summerby takes it. Cleared by Yams. Summerby. Cleared by Kinsella. Robinson in the way of Nicky Summerby. Summerby, who's taken part in a 4-3 final before for Swindon against Leicester, and now he's hoping that score can be repeated in Sunderland's favour now. Rufus in the way of his throw. That's Clark. Quinn trying to help it back for Lee Clark. Kevin Ball. Opportunist effort.
Yeah, Illich didn't bother moving there, had his goal covered. But Ball, what an influence. You know, when people are tired out there, extra time looming, you need someone like him screaming encouragement.
Charlton fans hoping that a late surge can win it before the agonies of extra time. Foul by Macon.
Mendonca and now Quinn must be just dreaming. Hat-tricks, hat-tricks. What a place to get it here at Wembley.
This might be the last opportunity before extra time. Bowen is the take-up.
I must admit, I'm petrified every time I see Perez come racing off his line.
And there is the whistle to end normal time, but Alan Kirbishley and Peter Reid have still got another half hour's agony to endure at least. Time for them now to draw breath after Richard Rufus's equaliser drew Charlton back from the dead, and despite Niall Quinn's 2 goals for Sunderland that at one stage had them leading 3-2, the northeastern side now have to rest their weary limbs for a little break before extra time. More action to come then at the end of normal time. Charlton 3, Sunderland 3. Two teams who are just refusing to lay down and give up all hope of the Premiership. Charlton took the lead, Sunderland went 2-1 up, then 3-2 up. And that goal from Richard Rufus now means that for the third time in 4 years, this First Division playoff final goes into extra time. Remember that in the last 2 years, the game has been decided with virtually the last kick of the match in open play. We've never had penalties in a First Division final before, and it would be a cruel, cruel way to settle who joins Nottingham Forest and Middlesbrough at the higher level. Sunderland attacking the end where they conceded that equalising goal from Rufus. Gray with a free kick. Quinn is up there. Dicchio.
Yeah, no doubt about it. If Sunderland can get the ball wide and get good crosses into the box, the aerial advantage must be with them with Quinn and Dicchio. In saying that, Rob, Rufus towered above both of them to head the equaliser.
Clark. Make it. Quinn, one of the two players on a hat-trick. Mendonca.
Mark Grant is raging off the ball there, screaming at the referee. But what an experience for the youngsters of Sunderland's back four. They'll remember this forever.
Both teams have had a habit of scoring goals this season. What was less predictable perhaps after their recent run was Charlton conceding so many. Newton, bit of a tangle there with Rufus and Dicchio, but Newton has emerged well. Robinson. Managed to help it back, but ball gets there before Sean Newton. This is Gray.
Some tired legs out there now. No one really going to close Gray down.
Constant. All over Sean Newton.
There's a bit of cramp coming into play. Bodies everywhere. As Gray gets to his feet, Newton in no rush to get up.
Who has that extra little bit in the tank? Well, it might be just the right time for a substitution. Certainly Alan Kirbishley appears to think so, and Steve Brown is poised to come on in place of Mark Bright. Bright has had a very influential bearing on this game. Brown, a very versatile player, normally plays at the back. He did score a splendid strike when we saw Charlton live on Sky against Bradford earlier in the season.
Yeah, big powerful lad. As you say, Rob, good strike.
Rufus's free kick. Steve Jones is up for it. And here's Jones again. Good play from him, Mendonca!
Oh, a little bit unfortunate for Mendonca. It came too fast. It wasn't a pass. It was a strike.
Oh, the agonies of it. Gray. Quinn. Clark. Dicchio can get there, and he's fed it through to Summerby. Well, there was no flag for Summerby, and Robinson had to get across.
Suddenly Charlton were caught here. 2 against 1. Look at this on the left-hand side of the picture. Dicchio knows that Summerby's free all alone. Can't get the ball quick enough to him.
Rufus just got a touch to it. This is Dicchio. Williams.
Yeah, Williams rose above them, got a little touch. Quinn was at the far post but couldn't react. Dangerous looking ball into the box. Look at Quinn just on the 6-yard line, can't react quick enough.
Middlesbrough-born Darren Williams hoping to follow them up into the Premiership. Dunker has just managed to stay onside here. Williams here clinging to him.
Yeah, they're going to have to concentrate fully, the youngsters back there, because this fella, you can't give him half a yard. Quick, strong, just leans into Williams here as he loses the ball. Williams almost commits himself, but look at the strength of McDonker. Yeah, he's a top player. Williams doing just enough to let the ball run out.
Johnston. Just too long for Quinn.
There's tired legs, Rob. There's going to be chances in this match. Who can take it? We don't want penalties.
Well, it is a record player final crowd, and it's a match worthy of the occasion and worthy of such support as Bowen goes forward. Played a combination with Mendonca. Summerby. Penned back well by Clive Mendonca, forced to concede the throw.
Yeah, good play from Mendonca. Summerby had no option really.
Bowen with the throw. Robinson. It's a tale of woe in the past for Sunderland in the playoffs. They were relegated via them in 1987, and they lost here to Swindon in the first division final at Wembley, although good came of it when they were promoted thanks to Swindon's financial misdemeanors. Can they turn this game around again? Johnston coming in with a header.
Yeah, Summerby done well to spot him there, but the linesman had his flag up for offside. We need to see a little bit more of Johnston, I think, now on this left-hand side. Comes in as good wide men do, and Summerby drills it again. I don't really know why the linesman had his flag up.
Johnston, a player who came in just too late to salvage anything from Sunderland's last Premiership campaign, hoping for a prompt return. Johnston. Quinn. And he's easily away from Rufus, but he couldn't feed it through to Dicchio.
There's a lovely tumbling out, Quinn. Really, I think he should have kept going on his own there because he'd help from Johnston. Tried to find his strike partner as quick as possible.
Sunderland have imposed themselves without doing too much damage. Correct. Quinn. And Summerby did well to rescue it. What a strike! Has Summerby finally hit the jackpot for Sunderland?
Well, surely this is it. Lovely build-up play from Sunderland. Charlton were on their heels a little bit. And Nicky Summerby, what a season it's been for him. Great play from Quinn. Summerby with the right foot, bang! And past Saselic. Just does well here, stretches, gets a little break, but look at the finish, just inside the post. And surely now Sunderland are heading for the Premiership. Great strike, Illich no chance. 4-3.
And Nicky Summerby, who played in that 4-3 playoff final for Swindon against Leicester, and has twice previously been relegated from the Premiership with Swindon and with Manchester City, may well have Sunderland heading back there.
Well, his mum and dad, I'm sure, are in the crowd somewhere, and they'll be very, very proud indeed. An incredible season Reedy's off the bench, and Alex Ray now. He won't be too well liked by the Charlton fans from his Millwall days. What a game Lee Clark's had, well played. Ran himself into the ground, but now Ray comes on for a taste of success.
And not only his Millwall days that the Charlton fans will remember, but also his sending off in the league game between the sides at the Valley back in March. Controversial as that decision was.
Well, is it asking too much? Can Charlton somehow find the reserve to come back in this match, or can Sunderland kill it off?
Sunderland at the moment seem to be flying. It's Quinn!
Big chance, big chance. And now Quinn knows it. Great play down the left-hand side from Alan Johnston. Comes inside, delightful ball, 6 yards out. Quinny has a chance, can't get enough on it. You have to feel for Charlton, Rob.
The referee's attention has just been drawn to something.
Oh, get on with it. 7 goals, what more do we want? I think now Quinn could be in trouble here.
He's the one who's being spoken to by Eddie Wolstenholme.
He's been told to put his shin guards on. Goodness me. Just get on with the game.
Well, presumably he was looking for some relief from that leg weariness after this demanding climax to the season.
Do you know, I think it's an absolute stupid rule. I really do. Stupid rule. Some players don't like them. Feel clumsy with them. I never used to wear them. And again, I couldn't tackle.
Brown. They've done it twice before, but can Charlton come back a third time? It's going to be asking a lot of Alan Kirbishley's side now, but their spirit throughout the season has been unquestionable. Hasn't been a season that was entirely a bed of roses for Alan Kirbishley. He had the difficult task of sacking Jamie Stewart earlier in the campaign, but the team spirit that he's fostered has served them well. Can it bring them back with a 4th goal? Bowen. Yards. Mark Bowen again. 5 waiting in the middle, but that was a very tired cross.
Yeah, he was unlucky, Mark Bowen, just slipped at a vital moment. He's had a smashing game. Getting on now, Taffy.
34 years of age, worried about the way the clock's running away from him in this particular game though at the moment.
Is this his last chance at the Premiership? Enjoyed it with Norwich.
Quinn. Robinson, blocked by Niall Quinn.
Quinn's been outstanding, Rob. Outstanding.
Helped forward by Kinsella. This is Steve Jones. Mendonca waits in the box. Mendonca! It is the hat-trick! And for the 3rd time in this game, Charlton have drawn themselves level, and you can get the disguises ready when he goes back to the northeast now.
What a goal this is. His first touch is superb. The Sunderland fans can't believe it. Jones does remarkably well here. Watch the first touch. That is top class. And the finish, marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. This is a great cross. This is strength and will. That first touch is world class. And the first touch, the balance, the strike, what a game. Alan Kirbishley, he's got a gem there. And Clive Mendonca.
Even he must have wondered if the game was running away from them. But Clive Mendonca has been so efficient, so reliable throughout the season. And just when they thought that they'd be going home to spend a miserable bank holiday evening contemplating another season in the First Division, renewed hope. But also the possibility of a penalty shootout to ponder on.
What a goal. Fabulous. Any kids watching, that's what first touch is all about. That was brilliant.
Youts.
Yeah, top class. Absolutely top class. 5 out of 5.
Heads on by Quinn. A reckless challenge from Ray.
Wow. What a second half of extra time we've got here.
It really has been quite unbelievable. They've had plenty of value for money, but it hasn't done much for their nerve ends.
So I'm glad Clive Mendonca's from Sunderland, not from Newcastle, I know that. They might just forgive him in a few months' time.
Clive Mendonca, scorer of the first ever hat-trick in a Wembley playoff final.
They got me, Rob, a few weeks ago saying, we'll win it, we're going to the Premiership. He's certainly trying his hardest.
And whatever the result here, you've got to pay tribute to the unquenchable spirit and never say die attitude of Alan Kirbishley's Charlton side. And here's Quinn. Cleared by Brown, this is Ray. And now Steve Jones let loose and Perez took the gamble.
Oh, dear. Well, got to hand it to him, he come off his line again. I thought, oh no. I'd say Jones has been a threat, but this guy's a master. Fantastic.
Half-time in extra time, the change of ends. Third meeting of these teams this season, 0-0 at the Stadium of Light, 1-1 at the Valley in March, and incredibly 4-4 here, but 15 minutes now which will decide the destiny of these two teams.
They've got to change the rules, we can't have penalties, it's got to be a replay.
Peter Reid hoping to issue some motivating advice, but Clive Mendonca, what a story this is.
Tell you what, no matter what happens here, I reckon Reid will be straight over at Mendonca. What a hat-trick this is. You won't see any better hat-tricks at Wembley than this. Fabulous. Knows exactly where the ball's going. Great touch. And this one, for me, is the pick of the bunch. Marvellous.
Quality threesome. And whatever happens, Peter Reid just talking there with Keith Peacock on the Charlton coaching staff. Seems to have enjoyed his afternoon.
How's them share options going, really? They're up and down. Oh dear. Well, I just pray we get a winner here. I don't want to see penalty kicks.
Is it going to be settled then in open play? Or is it going to be decided on the merits and demerits of players from 12 yards? There's Gray. Summerby, who really must have thought he'd sewn this game up. But how often have we said that during the course of this match? Gray. There's Quinn. Dicchio. Ball. The ball back to him didn't do him too many favours, Kevin Ball, but this is Alex Ray as Sunderland build again. Gray.
Yeah, it's all about nerve now. You've got to be, you can't be complacent. Concentration vital for defenders. You need a bit of sparkle up front. I just wonder, can Mendonca get a fifth? Fourth, I should say. Can he get it? Can he get the 4 goals to win it? Unbelievable. Look at this, attempts at goal. 35 attempts at goal. 13 on target. Fabulous.
Such a wonderfully open game it's been. Gray concedes the throw. And here's Brown to take it. header was by Johnston. Dicchio. Somerville. Naked on the outside of him. Ray inside. Good ball. Johnston. Couldn't get away from Newton, and this is Keith Jones. Donker, foul by Williams. Really has been the most incredible seesaw match at Wembley, but it's been a roller coaster of emotions for these fans.
I tell you what, it's very evenly balanced as well in terms of support. It's 50-50. Charlton have brought a great support too. Sunderland have come the longest way, but fabulous match.
The belief of both sides has been incredible, and even when his side was trailing, Alan Kirbishley maintained his faith.
Dear. Oh dear.
Quinn.
Someone's going to be heartbroken tonight, I know that.
Here's Newton. A real break on here for Charlton with Mendonca in the box. Newton goes for it down into the side netting.
Well, pace from Newton there, showing energy, fitness, bursting clear on the right foot, always going wide. And Alan Kirbishley doesn't realise maybe how wide it was at the near post. He's just desperate for a winning goal.
Well, they're actually two of the more youthful managers in the league, Alan Kirbishley and Peter Reid. But I'm sure they've aged about 10 or 20 years during this match. They've had the club record for Sunderland broken by Kevin Phillips. We've had the first hat-trick in a Wembley playoff final from Clive Mendonca, and Richard Rufus's first ever goal for Charlton.
Are we going to get another hat-trick though with Big Quinny? He must be dreaming of it. We need a winner. Can't have penalties here.
Can Quinn add his name to the roll call of honours?
You wouldn't want to be the one who misses the penalty as well, Rob, would you? You'd be off on holiday to Siberia. Don't know about Marbella.
Ten minutes to go then to avoid the scenario of penalties. Up goes Quinn, no one there behind him.
Yeah, both going for the same ball there. Both like to attack the ball, Dicchio and Quinn. Is this fella going to be a hero?
Well, he and Perez, one of them, will have to emerge as a hero if indeed penalties are to decide the outcome. Perez, in possibly his last game for Sunderland, there's been talk about them looking at possible replacements. Tony from Espanyol has been linked with the club.
I tell you what, Rob, I might just go for Illich if it goes to penalties, just because his size, his reach. He is a big, big, imposing goalkeeper. Perez with more experience, though.
Dicchio. Quinn.
Yeah, they're shattered out there now.
Williams. Here's Craddock. Both teams have used all of their substitutes. This is one of Sunderland's, Danny Dicchio. Johnston just behind. Hits the ball against Eddie Youds. There were appeals for handball, but Eddie Wolstenholme none too impressed by them.
Yeah, I think that was the 40,000 Sunderland fans appealing, Rob. There was no movement at all from Johnston. He would certainly have claimed it if he felt it was handball.
Naked. Somerville. This is Gray. Johnston to Dicchio. Mendonca. Jones, the only Charlton player up. Dealt with calmly by Chris Makin.
I think his penalties, Rob. They're shattered out there. Just looking at the movement, there's not a lot. They've given their all.
Sunderland here playing very economically, but are they winding up for the big finish? The cross is aimed towards Niall Quinn. And the corner given.
Was it handball? Yeah, Eddie Yowes, he's feeling the pace now. Johnson just tries to bend one to the far post. It hits Yowes' arm. And I don't think so. But what a chance now from the corner.
And it's taken by Johnston. And Image comes through the crowd, only to punch, and he was impeded anyway.
It's a good punch. He applauds the referee's decision. Gets in amongst the bodies, gets two fists on this, bang. And there's a challenge from Craddock.
Well, it really has been storybook stuff for this man, Sasha Illich, who was playing in the Dr. Martin Southern Division with St Leonard Stamcroft. An uncannily parallel story with the goalkeeper who finished on the winning side in last year's playoff final, Carlo Nash, who the year before had been playing non-league football, but is Illich to finish on the winning side here? If he is through penalties, then it's pretty likely that he could make himself the hero in doing so. Kinsella. Brown. Johnston. Yowes. This is ball. Alex Ray. Quinn and Dicchio both in the box. Summerby waiting 25 yards from goal. This is Makin. Gray. Sunderland have played a patient game.
Yeah, good defensive play again from Yowes. Positional sense, excellent.
Summerby.
This is good possession though, Rob.
Summerby's cross. Dicchio unable to get there.
Great header from Rufus. Great header.
Robinson. Mendonca. Nice idea. Well read by Makin. This is Brown. And Williams clears, but he couldn't save the corner. Another big threat then to the Sunderland goal with less than 5 minutes of extra time to go. And John Robinson could cap a remarkable comeback if he can make something of this latest corner for Charlton.
Surely a goal at this stage, and that's it. No way back.
Robinson's kick. Yowes, who came in behind Steve Jones.
He's angry with himself, he's very angry. He felt that was a chance coming in right at the back. Ball right to the far post from Robinson. Look at Yowes coming in. Very late, took his eye off the ball. I tell you what, this is a killer. Man of the match. I think now Quinn has been superb from the second half onwards, but they call him Super Clive. The champagne must go to Clive Mendonca. Magnificent.
A very difficult decision on a day when we still don't know which one will finish on the winning side. It's still balanced on a knife edge.
So this fella's in a good game as well, Rob. Michael Gray. I'd like to see him in the Premiership, but look at this year or next.
Both teams have given their all. Quinn wants to get on with a quick free kick here, having won the verdict for the challenge by Eddie Yowes. And really, this is where Charlton have got to keep their cool and organise themselves.
Well, that's a good option here. Summerby could make an even bigger name for himself. Michael Gray might fancy this as well.
Free kicks have decided these games at Wembley before. Illich on his toes. Ball and Ray and Summerby and Gray all there. And it's Ray who lashes it over the top.
I tell you what, Kevin Ball and Nicky Summerby are both looking at Alex Ray, they're saying, "Nah, we didn't mean that." I'm sure they didn't. Yeah, Ray just suddenly, trying what Kinsella done earlier on. Good strike, but too high. I don't think that was what his two teammates were meaning.
Fooled Sunderland as well as Charlton.
I tell you what a shame this. I can't believe penalties. 8 goals and it has to go to penalties. Someone give us a winner, please.
Well, surely now, if there is to be another goal, it would be the winner.
I tell you what, I bet you both goalkeepers are beginning to think about it as well now. Thinking about who takes penalties in the opposition side, which way, where do they normally place them, to the right or to my left? That'll be going through their minds now. Especially Perez, he'll know the players more than Illich will.
Steve Jones, Mendonca, Kinsella.
This is where brave people come before, Rob. I'll take one, Gaffer.
Dicchio. Johnston. And still. Brought down in the end by Keith Jones. Another costly giveaway of a free kick here. And having squandered the last opportunity, they won't want to do that again.
Tell you what, I bet Alex Ray's nowhere near the ball. A good run from Johnson. It's tiredness now. Jones lunging out.
Well, even if it's just as a decoy, Alex Ray is actually there, but ball is to the right of it. Summerby and Gray are there too. Is this one going to be a pile driver from Michael Gray?
Someone's got to hit it.
Placed in by Gray towards Quinn. And Craddock really had a chance to steal the glory there, and it might be their last chance.
Yeah, Craddock's took a knock as well. He's got cramp. Quinn just sticks out a right leg at this. It could go anywhere. It comes backwards, and Craddock pounces on it with a left foot and can't get over it. Could say it was a centre-half shot. But what an experience for this youngster. Fabulous. A good career he's got ahead of him.
Just a minute of stoppage time left, so we are a minute away from the lottery of penalties to decide who accompanies Nottingham Forest and Middlesbrough in the Premiership next season.
Well, Eddie Yow's getting on in years now, Eddie. Still managing to get himself up for maybe the last free kick in the match. Can he make anything of it? Niall Quinn tracking him back.
They know that this could well be their last chance to settle it from open play. Are Charlton finally going to do it? They took the lead first in this game. 3 times they've had to come from behind as Bowen lofts it in. Youds is crowded out though. And Summerby is there ahead of John Robinson.
Referee having another look at the watch. What a way to go into the Premiership. Can't believe it.
And there is the end of extra time. And both teams really have to be applauded for serving up this 8-goal thriller. Clive Mendonca with the hat-trick will steal the glory for Charlton. Niall Quinn close to scoring a hat-trick for Sunderland. His 2 goals added to, though, by Kevin Phillips and Nicky Summerby, who at 4-3 must have thought that it was in the bag. But Mendonca had other ideas, and in completing his hat-trick means that we are now faced with a nerve-jangling penalty shootout. 4-4 at the end of 120 minutes. Not as nervous, I'm sure, as the two goalkeepers, but it looks, from who's stepping forward, as though Clive Mendonca, who's had such an heroic game already so far for Charlton, is going to take the first kick. He's the only player who scored a penalty for Charlton during the course of this season. He scored a hat-trick during the 4-4 draw in normal time. It's at the Sunderland end. He's facing Lionel Perez with the first kick. Can Mendonca give Charlton the start they need? Yes, he can. 1-0 up.
Wow, I'll be honest with you, I'm delighted for this fella. Against his boyhood heroes, in front of all his pals, the Sunderland fans, and didn't he tuck it away nicely? Top man.
Nicky Summerby, who also scored during the normal course of the game, now has to face Ilic.
He's a big lad, this fella, Robin. Goal. I'll probably make him favourite.
Well, it's been such a fairy tale start to Ilic's Charlton career. Can he now complete it with a penalty save in this crucial shootout? Summerby looking to equalise and does.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Ilic was playing the clown on the goal line, bouncing about. Look at him, bouncing about, jumping about. Summerby kept his eye on the ball. Whack. 1-1.
And with every penalty that's taken and scored, the pressure increases on the next taker. And this is where the decisions of the manager are crucial. Do they go with their regular penalty takers first, or do they go with the ones they're not so sure about? It's Steve Brown, who came on for Charlton, who's stepping forward to take the responsibility here of keeping Alan Kirbishley's side's men's noses in front. Brown facing the catcalls, and Perez, and scores!
Yeah, great penalty from the substitute. Perez decides the right way, but the power and pace and accuracy puts Charlton back in front. Good penalty this. Right foot, bang. No messing, not exactly in the corner. The power and pace beats Perez.
Well, Alan Johnston scored a penalty at Huddersfield earlier in the season as part of a hat-trick that he scored on that day. He and Kevin Phillips, who can't take part in the shootout because he's gone off, Sunderland's only penalty scorers in the course of the campaign, but some can't even bear to look at what's unfolding in front of them. The heavy burden of responsibility on 24-year-old Alan Johnston. And he scores.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Concentration there from Johnston. Wouldn't look at the goalkeeper, only at the ball. Side of the foot, bang, sends him the wrong way.
Well, it's a long walk up when the guy who's taken the kick before you has scored, and one can only guess at the thoughts running through Keith Jones's mind as he steps forward now to take the latest kick. It's a question of being focused and blanking out the jeers from the Sunderland fans who surround him. It's mind games now with Perez. And Jones completes the 5th scored penalty, 3-2 to Charlton.
Well, we've not had one bad penalty yet, and Jones fairly pings us in the corner, right into the stanchion. Perez guesses the right way, but again, the power and pace beats the goalkeeper.
Well, now the pressure is on Sunderland. Charlton have maintained the upper hand. Alan Kirbishley hoping here for a miss from the Sunderland captain. It's Kevin Ball against Ilic. And he's done it too.
Wow. The old heart's beating away with the right foot. Again, the goalie goes the right way, but the pace is on the ball. And now the pressure builds on the remaining players to take one.
One captain has done it. Can the other do it? Mark Kinsella follows Kevin Ball's lead in leading from the front and taking his responsibility here against Lionel Perez. 6 penalties taken, 6 penalties scored. We're approaching that agonizing stage of sudden death. They're praying and hoping that their captain can do it for them. And Kinsella scores as well.
Look at the relief on the youngster's face. Oh dear. Sending the goalkeeper the wrong way with the right foot and finds that corner. Now, pressure, pressure, pressure.
Well, they try and act as cool as possible. And Chris Makin is just striding forward, limbering himself up for the challenge that lies ahead, but it's nail-biting stuff. These penalty shootouts always are, but especially with the prize at stake that there is for Peter Reid's side. Agony for those taking them and for those watching them. Here comes Makin, and he's just about got it in.
Oh, 42,000 hearts stop for a moment there as Ilic looks to the skies, almost, and Makin, oh dear, so relieved here. And look at that, the big fella gets two hands to it and can't palm it out. So close. Oh, relief for Sunderland.
Mark Bowen has played in big games. He's played in Europe with Norwich City, scored for them in that famous win at Bayern Munich, facing a real pressure situation here, and he scores 100%. The record's maintained, but Sunderland can't afford to miss the next one.
Fantastic bottle from Mark Bowen, fantastic. That is a pressure pot of a penalty. Just blasts it in that favoured side.
But Alex Ray here has to score. Otherwise, Charlton go into the Premiership and Sunderland face life in the First Division for yet another season. Can he do it? Yes!
Oh. Very, very cool about it, wasn't he? Goodness me. Fantastic. With the right foot, Ilic decides to go there. Even his big frame can't get there with the left hand. Superb, Alex Ray.
Well done to the first 10 penalty takers, but it's rethink time now because they've got to go further down the order, further down than they expected to have to go. And this really is nerve-crunching stuff now. No one can afford to miss. And John Robinson, who's only returned to the game today after a 9-match absence because of that hairline leg fracture, is coming forward bearing here a heavy duty of responsibility. Can Perez make the first save of the shootout? It's Robinson. Another goal.
Yeah, wrong foot in the keeper. And Alan Kirbishley, wow. I think him and Reedy are going to have to take penalties in a minute. Good penalty, right foot, wrong foot's Perez. Oh, pressure on Quinney.
Well, this would be tragic now if Niall Quinn, who played his part so fully during the 4-4 draw with 2 goals, was to miss the kick that cost Sunderland promotion to the Premiership. Peter Reid, of course, has great faith in the big Republic of Ireland international striker, a man for the big occasion, as he proves again.
Fabulous, fabulous stuff. Cool, calm, collected, with a side foot, sends him the wrong way. Well done, Quinney. That's his hat-trick.
And now it's Sean Newton coming forward to put his neck on the chopping block. Alan Kirbishley with fingers crossed, praying to the heavens that Newton maintains this outstanding 100% record. They really have been exemplary penalties so far. Can Newton keep it up? Well, there wasn't much of a run-up, but he's done it.
Oh, dear. Perez looks at him, can't believe it. And of all the penalties, maybe this wasn't, well, it's a goal, but look at that. Just getting a little bit loft in the ball, taking it past the Frenchman.
7-6 then. And Michael Gray knows what he has to do here. Everyone in the stadium knows what he has to do here. Alan Kirbishley not looking, but hoping nonetheless that Michael Gray misses. And he has missed! Ilic has saved it! Charlton are in the Premiership! And Ilic, the man who a year ago was playing non-league football, has denied Gray with a vital kick. Sunderland are consigned to another season in the First Division. But Charlton are pouring in here on their heroes, and the goalkeeper at the bottom of the pile has made sure that there'll be top-flight football at the Valley next season for the first time in 41 years.
Oh, God. Well done, Charlton and Alan Kirbishley, but I feel for Michael Gray. That is hard. Hard than this man too. Congratulations, Charlton Athletic. Fabulous. But what a way to end what has been a fantastic afternoon. Reedy, well done, Reedy. Straight to Michael Gray. What tragic, tragic. But fabulous. What a fairy tale for this guy. Magnificent.
Sasha Ilic, the player who really came to Charlton through a fluke contact. One of their directors was told that he was available by a business contact in Chicago. They were aware that he was having trials with Aston Villa, but that they were struggling to get a work permit for him. Charlton nipped in, he liked what he saw at the Valley, and he can hardly believe how far he's come. He may have conceded 4 goals in the game, but it's his save that ensures that Charlton are back in the top flight and in the Premiership for the first time in their history.
Oh, Rob, incredible scenes here. No side deserved to lose. What a shame.
Sunderland really utterly deflated. Their fans as well. It's really been a heartbreaking day for them. And that is the message of the day. Ilic has done it for them.
Both sides, what an entertaining afternoon. A fabulous football match. We've seen it all. Skill, determination, some great support from both sides. No one deserved to lose this match. But well done, congratulations to the South London side. Fabulous.
Alan Kirbishley's team just refused to lie down. 3 times they were behind and 3 times they pulled back to level. They kept their nerve in the penalty shootout. And the man who's built this team on a shoestring budget takes them all to the Premiership, while Michael Gray reflects on a lost opportunity. He's inconsolable at the moment, but he really did play well during the course of the game and extra time. Delight for the winners, but dejection for the losers. Niall Quinn, let's hear from him now.
Well, Niall Quinn, what on earth can you say in a situation like this?
Well, it's a choker. We knew beforehand whoever stayed down between the two of us was going to be hard done by. But there's 2 things. One, very pleased for Charlton. They've done great all season. I'm delighted for them. But for us, we know we're the best football team in this division, and we're going to bounce up next year. I know we're going to have a lot of disappointed people, but it's all the way we play. We go forward, we attack people. We can go one of 2 ways now. We can either feel sorry for ourselves like we did at the start last year, or we can start from day one. And if we start from day one next season, we'll be back with the big boys.
Does it feel like a defeat though?
Well, 4-4 at Wembley and losing penalties, it's weird. I promise you it's weird, but I mean, you have to look to the future. I mean, well done there. They've done great. There'll be a few sorry guys out here tonight, but we're still a very big football club and we're still on the way up. I can promise people that. We'll be up with the big boys if we carry on like we did for the last 6-7 months.
Well, commiserations, congratulations as well. A brilliant game.
Deflated now, but defiant talk from Niall Quinn there, talking to Rob Palmer. And the Sunderland fans will now rue the cruel luck of the penalty shootout. Ilic, though, the hero.
Oh, feel for Michael Gray. Yeah, well done, the goalkeeper. Guesses the right way. Michael Gray is heartbroken. His teammates will get round him tonight. Don't worry about that. And tomorrow, he's big enough. He's a top player. Has an excellent game. And if someone had to do it, someone had to miss. And his teammates are very important to him tonight and tomorrow. Alan Kirbishley can't look, but what a proud man he is.
He knew straight away from the roar, without looking, that his team had made it, thanks to Gray's miss.
Yeah, fabulous. But very, very positive from Niall Quinn. And that's the way Sunderland have to look at next season. Positive. They say they're the best team in the division. They can be back. Well, I was going to say they can be back here next year, but they'll be hoping for an automatic place. The bad results against West Brom and Ipswich, that's what cost them it. But what a game they've witnessed this afternoon. They should be very proud of themselves as supporters as well. Great support they give their team.
Well, Mark Kinsella leads his weary troops up the steps for deserved congratulations from the nationwide representative. Charlton with the silverware, but the pot of gold is their place in the Premiership next season. from the losing manager, Peter Reid. He's talking now to Rob Palmer.
Well, the fireworks are going off in that half of the field. What's going on in your heart and your mind at the moment, Peter?
Well, first of all, congratulations to Alan Kirbyshire and his players. It's been a long, hard season, and it comes down to a penalty. I think it's a bit harsh here when it comes down to a young man and a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. But my players all over through the season have been superb, and I'm very, very proud of them. I'm obviously disappointed, but that's football.
Do you accept that they were the better team today? Do you think you were the better team?
I thought after the first half we didn't play well, but after that I thought we weren't bad today. After the first half, when we got a lot of young lads and we were a little bit apprehensive, a little bit sensitive, but once we start passing it, I thought we were okay.
Penalty shoots aren't very nice, are they?
Well, they're not when you get beat.
What's the answer?
I don't know. It's really difficult, I suppose. I just find it's really, I mean, I'll just speak to the kid like Michael Gray. He's been magnificent all season. I mean, that's football. I suppose it's the only way. World Cups are won on penalties, and playoffs are won and lost on pens. There you go.
Well, it's not telling you to cheer up. I hope you cheer up, Peter. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, dejection for Sunderland, but joy for Charlton. And their captain, Mark Kinsella, is with our reporter, Alan Bentley.
Mark, marvellous scenes. What are you feeling right now? No words can describe. I think we came here with confidence in our own ability. I think we were just sort of underdogs today, but we battled well. We cut 3 goals behind twice, and we just kept it going and we just knew that a couple of penalties seemed to be going our way. And when we got to go first in the penalties, we put the pressure back on them.
Was there ever a moment when you felt you were out of it?
Every time we went a goal behind, I think he felt like we could never pull this back, and we just kept pulling it back each goal. And you know, Clive Mendonca's hat-trick today is absolutely superb.
You stepped up to take a penalty. How nerve-wracking was that?
It wasn't. I got 3 or 4 of them had already been substituted regular penalties, so we were 5 had stepped up and we'd done the job, and then Rob O'Neill's carried it on from there. Great save.
Well, here he is now. Sasha, I can bring you in. A fairy tale ending. Do you believe in fairy tales?
Please, somebody pinch me, because I don't believe this is happening. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's slightly different from St Leonard's, isn't it?
Just a bit. Not that much of a difference.
As I understand it, you've been watched too. Yugoslavs are watching you today.
Ironically, I mean, I didn't have a save to make, conceded 4 goals. And what a way to finish off by just, saving 1 penalty. Unbelievable. The lads, full credit to the lads. Defence, midfield, strike. I think we're just one brilliant team and fantastic club. And I can't believe this is happening. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and say, wow, where am I?
Well done. Well, you owe a lot to this man, Clive. The first hat-trick in a playoff final and 3 quality goals. You must be delighted.
Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. It must have been a good game to watch. It must have been a great game. I'm just like, I thought the lads were magnificent today. I thought Sunderland played their part as well. As I say, it must have been a good game to watch. It's just the way it goes, isn't it?
From your point of view, which was the pick of your goals?
I like the first one because it was a good little turn and I just slotted it in like. But I just like to personally say I'm sorry to all my mates in Sunderland. That's just the way it goes. I'll see you in the summer, boys.
And when are you planning to go back to Wearside?
I'm not telling you that.
Well done, and you're the nationwide man of the match. Well done, Clive.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well, I hope he's got the false nose and the moustache ready when he does go back to Wearside. But for now, he's going to join in the celebrations. What an afternoon it's been for Clive Mendonca. He scored one of the penalties, and that really was a great ratio. The first 13 penalties all scored until the unfortunate Gray's miss. That's what settled it in the end then. An incredible game, 4-4 after extra time. 7-6, Charlton have beaten Sunderland on penalties.
Well, once again, congratulations. Have you had a terrific day at Wembley? I've got a feeling you did. It's the Premiership next season, Charlton. From the Football League, from the Nationwide on this record-breaking weekend, have a great summer and good luck next season in the Premiership. One more. Party time in South East London tonight.